Hello friends, this is Adam Shoemaker, rector here at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina. Happy Wednesday. I am here to pray with you today using the words of Psalm number 58 as we continue to pray through the Psalms here at St. Stephen's. So hear now these words from the 58th Psalm. Do you indeed decree righteousness, you rulers? Do you judge the peoples with equity? No, you devise evil in your hearts, and your hands deal out violence in the land. The wicked are perverse from the womb. Liars go astray from their birth. They are as venomous as a serpent. They are like the deaf adder which stops its ears, which does not heed the voice of the charmer, no matter how skillful his charming. O God, break their teeth in their mouths. Pull the fangs of the young lions, O Lord. Let them vanish like water that runs off. Let them wither like trodden grass. Let them be like the snail that melts away, like a stillborn child that never sees the sun. Before they bear fruit, let them be cut down like a briar. Like thorns and thistles, let them be swept away. The righteous will be glad when they see the vengeance. They will bathe their feet in the blood of the wicked. And they will say, surely there is a reward for the righteous. Surely there is a God who rules in the earth. Psalm number 58, a psalm with a good deal of violent imagery in it. And we see this when we read some of the Psalms. I've actually had people ask me about the violence that can be found in the Psalms. And given the 58th Psalm, what I believe we are reminded of today is that we are not to shield any of our emotions from God. We are invited to bring our anger, our righteous anger at the injustice that we see in the world, our fear, our jealousy, our rage, all of these human emotions that sometimes we might run from, are all fair game to God, because God wants us to bring the whole of ourselves to our spiritual lives, to our relationship with God. God invites us to be who we are and to be exactly where we are, even if our feelings or our thoughts or our emotions are in a difficult place. And as we continue through a very difficult time, through an exhausting time, through a time full of fear, a time marked in our country, I would argue, by mean-spiritedness. I hear the 58th Psalm inviting us today to be ourselves as we come to God in prayer, to be open and honest with God, so that we may allow God in, allow God's love, God's grace, God's presence to fill us and mold us and make us ever more into who we've been called to be as God's beloved in this world. Reverend Laura will be back with you tomorrow to pray with you using Psalm number 59. In the meantime, be safe, be well, wear your mask, and you keep the faith.